Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Love you guys. Thanks for coming on over today. Gonna work in my colors and angles glue book for July 2022. I did this on the cover. Don't know what else I'm gonna put with it yet, but you know, these things kind of have a way of working themselves out, I'm finding. So that's a good thing. So giving it a shot and just seeing what happens. Today I have a page that I'm gonna work on right here. So I started gathering a few things that I thought worked for what I wanted, what I liked, what I saw. I like this. This is from a magazine. This is one of those mark making sessions that I had in an old magazine. Some regular paint on a yellow background envelope. And I like that together. I like this together, and this piece of orange popped out. I like this piece of orange as a contrasting color. And then something fun that I found that I pulled out to use are my shapes, that my custom cutting system from Creative Memories. And I'm not advertising at all. I don't get paid for this. And this is an old set, but they come with, I've got all of these cool shapes. And I, thought I can use these things. I can use all this stuff. And then obviously circles and squares, all different shapes and sizes. And these blades give me options as far as how wide or thin I want to have a line. So I pulled out that star, and let's pull out a couple blades here. And the self-healing mat is what I used to work on. What did I just do with the star? Put it back in the bin. So I've got this, and I was thinking about color value. And when I'm doing this, something that I'm finding out is that I don't have enough contrast on color values on some of these things. And I like this orange and orange, so I'm gonna try to implement this orange and this blue, but I thought I'd just make a fun, partly starred edge if it would work, If I could do that over the top of everything, just to draw the whole thing together. So that's kind of what when I talk about color values, what's a dark tone and what's a lighter tone. This is a dark tone, so tone on tone. So I've got this periwinkle blue and this dark blue, more of a, I don't know what, but I've got red, and I'm just kind of winging it as far as I'm trying to figure out a page. And I've had some success in these small lined type shapes. Let's see if I can, this probably right here. Move that aside. I'll show you how this thing works. It's pretty cool. You can't really see it on here because it's blue. Sorry. Let me maybe play it down a little and see if you can, better angle maybe. Okay, so let's give it a shot here. So these blades have a guide, and then there's a little blade right there. And I'm just going to use the closest to it. All these blades have a different further width out. So this would be a little further out, and the blue one is actually farther out. So I'm doing this wrong. I'm going to do the blue one first, because I want the farthest out, as you can see. See the width between the blades and the guides. So you gotta do the farthest one first. All right, so here we go. Yeah, back in my scrapbooking days, I bought all of the stuff. Well, I used to sell this. I used to be a consultant. Did we get it all? Yes, I did. And we didn't do that side, so let's do this close though. Well, let's see. And I haven't used this in a while. There you go. So now you can see my star shape, and now I'm going to come in with the closest blade and do what's left. And I'll get this cool strip. And I could totally just draw and freehand it. And one thing too, the paint's getting the blade stuck a little bit, so. And again, that attests, oops, I've got this cool line, but it ripped it, oh well. We will still use it. So let me try a different one. Set that one aside. Make sure I get it in the guides. Oh, fiddle, that didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. But then I can come in here and do this, watch. Here's hoping. is a cool little star I can use for something else. And I've got this big wide line now. I could use that as the guide, or not the guide, but the visual interest, or use the skinny ones. So let's see what I got. I'm gonna put this one aside, and then you can cover these things up. I think, there we go. That took a minute. Okay, I'm gonna push it back up. Move these over here, back in my bin. So as I'm looking at the page, and I've got right angles so far. I've got right angles. And do something like that. Okay, so there's an option with the blue. And you can see I did that similar over here on this little page. Did some, see this, the shapes right here? I used ovals on this page of different widths and colors. And I think it's the same paper too. I have a couple blue ones. Let's see if this is gonna be more dynamic. Wow, I just like that. Well, what am I looking at here? That's kind of fun. But now this orange, ooh, add another little piece right there. Okay, I'm gonna glue it down. We are having fun though. Where'd my glue go? Right in front of me. Okay. So I have to say that I am losing some of my fear about colors, and because I do love a good black and white, but I want to expand my visual eye. I want to expand my eye to include other colors more readily. How crooked is that? You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. So I like that right there. Did I want to add this in here too still? Looking at my monitor. So much going on. And then I'll trim this off too. Nope. Nope. This. We're going to do that. Okay, so let's cut this trim off. And, well, I'm glad I made that mistake. I'm glad that it ripped a little bit, because now I've got these other cool pieces I can use. Yep. This was, I think this was a calendar, or a menu calendar that I put together once upon a time. No, I was going this way. Little pink poking through there and here. Got a little pink on my blue here. And then this square, because it's kind of thick, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. But I tell you, my desk is such a disaster. And I'm not one to... I like keeping my crayons inside the box, you know? Right now, I'm feeling like that kid who dumps them all out on the table just to see what I can work with. And it is a mess. I'll show you here in a second. Let's see, and then I had one of these. Let's find the most contrast right there. but I am having fun. I am learning, and I'm trusting my inner analyst here. Do I like that together? Is there enough value? What do I want to see here? Where do I want my eye to go? Do I have a visual anchor? Sometimes I don't, and that bugs me a little bit. And I try to tell myself, you know what? It's a learning experience, and we're finding out things about our personal art. So that's how that goes. That one's fun. Oh, and while I got it out, might as well just add some pieces up here like this and down there. Okay? That brings the eye into symmetry here as far as what's going on this page. I'm gluing on glue, that's a mess. All right, you guys. And that's kind of how these pages are flowing, how things are happening with this book. Right there, let's get something on that orange just to break it up. All these little pieces end up being part of the composition. You look at it and say, where do I need something else? And then we trim off the excess. And get our scissors all full of glue. Well, there you go, guys. That's pretty fun. Something I did too is I was watching other people's videos. I went, well, what other shapes and things can I do? And this is a little Kandinsky thing using warm and cool color values. So that's something else I could do. Circles, I've got a ton of these circle things. I've got negatives and see, oh, I was gonna show you my desk. Oh my gosh, my table, it's a mess. Watch this, hold on. It is a disaster. And it is becoming kind of a fun thing, but at the same time, a mess. A mess, a big mess. And something just happened to my video. But anyway, that's what I've got for today. Where'd it go? Okay, let me show you the, see, and then I took this and I ripped it out, and of this, and then I used little pieces of it to circle around it from the background, just to draw it away from the background. So that's kind of fun. And I might pull a pen and outline these things too. So I'm gonna show you my sunburst. Fun, that's fun. And then this is a focal point. So I'm just trying to find out what I like. So that's kind of what this book's about, finding out what I like. I really like my blue. And I realized with my papers I don't have enough dark value stuff, but that's okay. I'll make it work somehow. All right, guys, that's it for today. Just a short little working on my colors and angles book. Love you guys. Take care. And as always, God bless. Bye-bye.